People still gives them a flavor. The other thing though, and I don't know if anybody has an air fryer, that's another great way to kind of get the frying, but not the frying. Because that's really where the deep frying and then the skin. So skinless chicken, if you're doing ground turkey, ground beef, ground turkey is obviously gonna kind of trump that ground beef as far as nutrition. It's lower in the fat. But the ground turkey, you want to get, usually I think it goes up to like just 15%. So you can get as lean as 1%, which may not be that tasty because there's not a lot of fat in it. But try to get 7% would probably be a good middle ground. Or you could go up to 15, that's fine. If you're doing the ground beef, I'd really encourage you to at least get the 7%. It's going to be more expensive, but if you're focusing on trying to make choices and you're able to, I would get the 7% or just do the ground turkey. But the max on the ground beef would be the 15%. I would avoid any ground chuck. There's a lot of fat in that. And kind of the same if you're doing steaks, like do a sirloin. Do something with not a lot of marbling in it because that's where all the fat's at. So it may taste good. The fat is usually what makes things taste good. But again, maybe not great for our heart because that's the saturated fat is what you really have to focus on for your heart health. If you eat too many foods that have a lot of saturated fat with, that contributes to plaque in your arteries and puts you at risk for heart disease. So stroke and heart failure, all that good stuff. Well, not good stuff, but you want to just limit that saturated fat. So the fish is pretty much fine. So I think that the cooking method with it is the main issue that most people have, the frying. But if you're just pan frying, that's fine. Put a little oil in the pan or put a little oil on your fish itself before you put it in the pan. That's fine. You just want to limit deep frying. Any type of submersion is what you want to limit. Good healthy fishes, salmon, tuna, mackerel, sardines, trout, that's another one. Those are all really good sources of those healthy fats. So our heart needs those things, those healthy fats. So fat is not bad. I know there was a time where everything was no fat, low fat. Fat was really bad. It's not that our bodies need some fat in our diet, it's just the types of fat. So focusing on healthy fats versus the saturated fat, that's something you want to try to limit. I'm trying to think, where am I at on time? Oh, okay. I'm trying to rush through here. All right, so let me just touch on the fat then for a second before I go on to our beverages. So our saturated fat is found mostly in our, I want to say most of it, a lot in our baked goods, and then in our like chips, crackers, in our baked goods like cookies, candy, ice cream, all of the yummy stuff. That's where our candy bars, that's where our saturated fat is. And that's, hamburgers, that's another one. Red meat is really high in saturated fat. So you want to limit, those products as much as you can. Not to say you can never have them, you just want to limit them. Don't have them every day or several times a day. Maybe just cut it down to maybe once a week or something. But just limit how much you're having that. Now, unsaturated fat is found in our, like I mentioned, the fatty fishes, and then also our like olive oil. Olive oil is your top oil. It has the best ratio of unsaturated fats to saturated fats. So all of your oils are going to have some form of saturated fat. It's just the amount. So olive oil is the top. Avocado oil is pretty good. Canola, vegetable. Now corn, peanut, those are a little bit higher in saturated fat overall. So if that's something you're cooking with, maybe think about switching. I would say canola oil and vegetable oil are probably the more basic, easiest things to cook with because there's not flavor to it. So it kind of goes with everything. But obviously olive oil is great if, added into different things. So the beverages, so let me touch on that. So I talked about the Cokes and the Fantas and the Sprites, and I'm trying to think what else. We even have energy drinks out there with a lot of sugar in them. But sugar is our enemy. Essentially, it is our enemy. It's not to say you can never have something with sugar in it or even a sugary beverage. They now have these like mini cans of things. If you really say you love a Coke, that's something you just love, and you're like, I don't even want to give that up. I can't imagine giving that up. Get to the smaller ones, just get a small one. Or if you yourself can easily portion things, then buy a bottle of it or a regular can of it and pour it out, into a thing and then put a lid on it and do it for another day. But sugar, it's as soon as you drink it, especially I would say with diabetes, as soon as you drink it, anything sugary, it doesn't matter if it's soda, it doesn't matter if it's fruit juice, it doesn't matter if it's sweet tea, coffee, it doesn't matter what it is, got sugar in it, it's gonna spike. Because it's almost like as soon as it hits your tongue, it's getting absorbed into your bloodstream. So that is one of the worst things that you can drink whenever you have diabetes. But then as far as just our health, there's no nutritional value to sugar. Yes, we need glucose to function, but table sugar, the sugar, which most of the sodas now are with high fructose corn syrup, is not even table sugar. Like it's, something probably even worse. So there's no nutritional value to your, sugary beverages. So if that's something that you're drinking all the time, I'd encourage you to maybe look at it like, okay, let me see what I can do to bring this down a little bit. Let me make some substitutions. Obviously, water is our best hydrator. It's the best for us. It keeps us hydrated, our cells hydrated, keeps us regular. We need water. I know it may be boring. You may be like, I hate it. I've had people tell me that. Do you have a question? Yep, so 0 sugar, so those are okay. I will say if you're drinking like a diet soda, a 0 sugar soda, anything like that, those are fine. Even like a Crystal Light or something like a water enhancer, those are fine. I still would be cautious of not to drink like all of my fluids for the day in the manner of a diet beverage. And some people are very sensitive to it. Some people will drink a diet soda that has aspartame or Splenda or something in it and just flares up their joints. Makes them feel bad, it makes them feel bloated. So some people are just very sensitive to it, but if that's not you, it's perfectly fine to have those things. But I would still make sure you are getting some water in the day. And like I said, it's fine to use like a water enhancer, Crystal Light, Mio, sparkling water, those are fine too if you're just like, I just need some bubbly. But those are all fine as long as there's no sugar in it, for sure. I was waiting for a question, something like that. Well, I think I think you already know the answer to that, how you asked and how you laughed. But yeah, that's one thing I would watch it. Like I said, whatever you're currently doing, if I'm talking to you today and you're thinking, okay, well actually I need this, I need to start changing. I know I'm not quite here yet. Figure out for yourself where you're at, your baseline. If you're drinking 10 Dr. Pepper, not say you are, but if you're drinking 10 Dr. Peppers every single day, what can you do to start bringing that down? Even if it's just going to 9 Dr. Peppers every single day, knocking one off for a week or two, and then cut off another one week or two. It doesn't have to be. Most people don't do well, and most people are not successful making a complete overhaul of your diet and beverages. It doesn't work. You may have it in your mind, like tomorrow I'm gonna eat all my vegetables, I'm only gonna have chicken for protein, I'm gonna have 1 serving of fruit and another fruit for a snack, and I'm gonna drink a gallon of water every day, and then I'm gonna go walk 5 miles, and I'm gonna do that for the next month, and I'm gonna lose X amount, and my blood sugar's gonna go this, and then the next day they're going through McDonald's or wherever and getting their number 5 or whatever. It doesn't work. So you want to make sure you're doing things gradual, setting realistic goals that works for you, and then building on it. Yeah. Corned beef. So corned beef, it is a protein, but it's higher in fat. So that's one of the fatty meats. So maybe you want to just watch the portions. I would never say cut out anything you really like, but maybe not have it every day. One more question. Yeah. So you could definitely water it down. You can even do that with juice. I have people a lot of times will take their glass, fill it to the brim with ice, and then pour a soda in it. So then it's helping them cut back on the portions, and the ice melts. So it's giving them, and you can kind of do the same thing for juice. But you could do that. Like I said, you could buy a smaller can of it. However it is to kind of get yourself down. Or even if I'm going to start drinking, maybe I'm not drinking water and all I'm drinking is sodas. Okay, well my goal with myself is to drink a glass 8 ounces, not even a full bottle. 8 ounces of water, then I can have whatever it is. And 8 ounces, I go back and forth. Oh, sorry. So she's asking, can you water down soda? Can you water down like a Coke, for example? And that will kind of prevent your blood sugar from spiking and kind of overall rise, of what I'm hearing. So yeah, so it will prevent it, but it depends. You could still end up getting in too much with the soda, but it will help kind of water it down, yes. But you still got to be careful. I would say if you're doing something like that, I would just limit to like half a cup, or not even half a cup, probably fourth a cup of it. Yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Heather, is it viable to switch from a sugary drink that uses cane sugar as opposed to high fructose corn syrup? Because I pretty much took that out of my diet.
Yeah.
So I read the label for cane sugar.
That's a good switch, but unfortunately it will still spike your blood sugar. Sugar, it doesn't matter. Whether it's coming from fruit, it can cause your blood sugar to go up. So like I said, fruit has fiber in it, has water in it, so you may not have as much of a spike with fruit as you would with, say, a Coke or a fruit juice, but it's still gonna go up, because anything that's got sugar in it, it's gonna go up. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, so it's the sugar content. Oh, I'm sorry, thank you. So he's asking, is there a difference between a diet and a non-diet Coke, right? For example. So yes, so a regular Coke would have, depending on your bottle, say a regular, like the 12 ounces bottle, they typically have somewhere around 45 grams of sugar in that. A diet Coke has nothing, 0. So you're getting a lot of, it's just straight sugar. Essentially sugar and water is what you're drinking. Yeah, so it's a lot of calories, a lot of like just sugar you're taking in. Yep, that's a good question. It's just the, can't think of what the name is. It's something in there. it just went out of my brain. But I don't, it's not phosphorus. Oh Lord, it just left me. But people, especially with kidney disease, they're not supposed to drink brown sodas essentially. Collared, like the Diet Cokes, anything brown, collared, they're supposed to drink clear because it damages your kidney. So you're not supposed to avoid. So if you have kidney disease, you go to the doctor. Is one of the things they're going to tell you. If you're drinking any type, you need to get ginger ale, you need to get Sprite, something clear. You don't want anything that is brown because it will damage your kidney. So that's kind of what with that. But it's still the same as far as if you're drinking a Sprite or you're drinking I keep using Coke, but if you're drinking Sprite or if you're drinking a Coke, they still have sugar. So it's just the difference in the, and it's still leaving me. I will remember it. But it's just the difference in that. Yep. So she was asking which one is more nutritional, the multigrain, or like which one of those breads are more nutritional. So multigrain's fine, oat bran's fine, whole wheat is fine. I would say the key is to look again at that food label because some of them will stay high in fiber, high in soluble fiber, low in, they'll give you all of these things, and then you look at it, if you actually look at the label, and it's just like you're eating a piece of white bread. So it's best to always look at that food label, look at the dietary fiber, and let's see, make sure it's at least 3 grams. So it's kind of your preference on which one, because the main thing is just the fiber. When you're looking at breads, is essentially the fiber that you're wanting to make sure you're getting up, because the rest of it is essentially the same. It's just that fiber. Yeah. So she's asking which olive oil is the best, extra virgin olive oil or just plain olive oil. So extra virgin olive oil is going to be kind of more broken down, condensed. Am I reaching my time? Or are you talking?
Family, we'll come back for questions at the end where we can mic your questions. But have you enjoyed Sister McCoy?
Yep.
Thank you so much, Sister McCoy. Let's welcome our next speaker, Brother Christian Norton, who's going to come and talk about bodily exercise and easy entry-level exercises for anybody. Let's receive him as he comes.
Y'all didn't come to have fun tonight, did y'all? All right, some of y'all came for real live Bible study, and I promise I got at least 3 scriptures. All right, let's go ahead and give Brother Perez a hand. All right, you know what we give Perez a hand for? So Perez is getting ready to help me fix this screen so we can see this presentation. So thank you, Perez. Woo, woo. All right, so here's what, I got some volunteers who actually they didn't volunteer. I learned a lesson from Dr. Barbara Payne. If you want somebody to volunteer, what you do is you tell them something good about themselves. That's true. And you really make them feel like they know that there's nobody else who can do the job but you. All right? So I got 2 wonderful volunteers who pre-volunteered, but if anybody else would like to volunteer and help me pass out some of these papers, thank you, Elder. All right, so in here is 2 papers. They are not stapled, but everybody needs 2. Everybody needs 2. All right? In this black folder, you can win a prize for what's in this black folder. You can win a what? All right, here we go. Ooh, thank you, Elder. All right, so everybody please get one of those. Boom, boom, boom. This up. All right, so I'm going to start with the last thing first. All right, last thing first. This feedback survey. All right, feedback survey. It's good to give us feedback so we can make this better. All right, make this better. So please fill out the feedback survey. There's a QR code. You can scan it and get to it, or you can fill it out by hand on paper if that makes you feel better. Whichever works for you, please fill out the feedback survey. Please fill out the feedback survey. If you'd like to turn in your feedback survey at any time, let me know, or you can just bring it up here, tell me to check on Google, and I can check it. But just let me know when you have it turned in. All right. We got it, Perez. Oh, there we go. Let's give Brother Perez another hand. Woo! All right, so if you have the handout, most of the words on the screen will be on the handout. So if you cannot see the screen, don't worry. But we're going to go ahead and get started in earnest. All right, bodily exercise profiteth little, every little bit counts. Bible scholars, what scripture does that reference? What verse? First what? First what? Y'all smart. 1 Timothy 4:8, good. For bodily exercise profiteth little, but godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that now is and of that which is to come. All right, so bodily exercise profiteth little. All right, there's something better than bodily exercise. However, what we're talking about and what we're focusing on for the next minutes that we have ahead of us is bodily exercise. All right, it does profit, so that means it benefits. Every little bit counts. All right, so our focus, if you can use one of your hands, let's go ahead and get ready. This don't really count as a hand exercise, but you can pretend like it does. All right, so easy. Let me see a thumb up for easy. Easy. Entry. That means you can get in. Exercises. For everyone. So I tried to do a little alliteration. Easy entry exercises for everyone. So that means for you. This is for you. All right, whether you are a proclaimed athlete or you are developing a new identity, this is for you. If you are a lifestyle athlete, you just want to live the healthiest life you can, this is definitely for the person sitting next to you and you as well. All right, so we have 4 types of athletes. The first one is what? Who knows? Say what? Lifestyle, good. What might a lifestyle athlete be? Regular, everyday, yes sir? Maybe their work keeps them very active. All right, can anybody see the image on the screen? Let me see if I can play it. All right, what do we see? All right, see running. All right, is he on the team? Can we tell from this picture, is he on the team? Is he playing a sport? All right, so he's just somebody who wants to live a little bit longer. All right, next athlete, what kind do we have? What does recreational mean? Having fun. Taking somebody to the hole. All right. Now, you know what? I heard about, who was here last week at Life University? All right. So if I was Brother Giles, I wouldn't be bringing up basketball because we heard about Giles last week. All right. Elder Claxton would take him to the hole. And it went from being a recreational activity to something far more serious. All right. The next type of athlete is a what type? Competitive. Elder Claxton was competitive. Giles was recreational. All right. Competitive. All right. I used to have a football coach, and he would, let me rephrase that. I have a football coach because he's still living, and he used to say this phrase a lot. You're either winning or losing. Nobody stays the same. You're either winning or losing. So every input you have is either getting you closer to where we're going, or you're getting farther away. Like you're not sticking in the middle. Anyway. All right, next we got what type of athlete? Who knows what the fourth type of athlete is? Performance. Ooh, we got some READERs in the room. All right, we got some readers. All right, performance athlete. Does anybody know who this athlete is? People who run marathons. This is a high jumper. Good. Does anybody know who this particular young woman is? Can't see it? Let's see. Come on now. Ooh. All right, so this is Laverne Spencer, Olympian high jumper from the country of St. Lucia. So I had the privilege of being part of the coaching staff for Laverne Spencer. And this is I didn't take this video, but this video is actually perfect because I used to be right, like whoever was taking this video, this used to be me, standing out in the cold like this. All right, but every little bit counts. So whether you are a lifestyle athlete, a performance athlete, every little thing that you do is going to get you to where you're going. Right, get you to where you're going. So she's a three-time Olympian, I believe. And so what I'm going to share with you in the next few minutes, and I'm glad we're paying attention and focused and locked in. What we're going to share in the next few minutes will take you and benefit you if you're a lifestyle athlete, recreational, competitive, or performance. All right, here we go. 7 simple steps. All right, how many? 7. So I was coming up with this list, and I said, I'm going to share this in church. And I know that them church folks, they like 7. You say 7, people get excited. Ooh, hey! So that's why there's 7 simple steps. All right, here we go. Repeat after me. Eat. Sleep. Drink water. Drink water. Breathe. Stretch. Move. Follow directions. Repeat. Good. All right, eat, sleep, drink water, breathe, stretch, move, repeat. And guess what? For those of you who did not know this was Life University, it came for Bible class, I have scriptures for all 7 of those. All right, here we go. All right, so there's 7 areas of focus that you have for any athlete. All right, so that's for somebody, if I just want to be able to make it to get the mail out the mailbox when the mailman comes or the mailwoman comes, like I need this. All right, whatever's going to take me down those steps, allow me to lift my arm up, to turn. That's an athletic movement, all right? That's an athletic movement. And as we move in different stages in our life, we can appreciate how we develop as athletes. All of us are lifestyle athletes, and some of us are in different phases of that game, but we're all still in it, and we all have somewhere we can go. All right, so flexibility. Quickly, what's flexibility? Flexibility. What's flexibility? Movement. All right. Yeah, so I can movement, controlled movement. So if I was raise your hand if you can stand up and you can touch your knees. Good, y'all real flexible. All right, so give yourselves a hand. All right, next we have core strength. What is core strength? Stomach. Your center. Ooh, say what? Back. Master Nutritionist. All right, so we got stomach, center, back. All right, good. All right, mobility is what? Movement. And I'll say for our lifestyle athletes, one of the things as we get into the second half and overtime of our game of life, mobility and specifically extremity mobility. Extremity mobility. My extremities are my what? So if I keep my feet moving, I'm able to use my hands. I can do stuff in life. Keep my feet moving. I can get where I need to go. I'm ready for life. All right. And a great coach once told me this. Coach Wayne Norton. He said, one thing that keeps people as they get older, one thing that keeps them young is their legs. People who have young legs are going to stay young. And so go ahead, you can judge me. I've been looking at your legs. So let's keep our legs young. All right, keep our legs young. All right, agility. Agility is what? Quickly. So I want to move quickly. I want to move specifically. I want to move from here to here. I want to move from there to there. I want to do a little spin. Who has great agility in here? I see some of you shout. Who has great agility in here? So watch this. One thing I should have. No. It's on me. I apologize. I should have explained this from the beginning. We're going to be pro-positive. All right, so we're for being positive. All right, so if you want to be great, we're going to speak into existence. This is a church, right? So y'all got faith, don't you? All right, here we go. So we're going to speak it into existence. Who has great agility? Ooh. All right, here we go. Next, speed. What is speed? How fast you talking right now? What is speed? Fast. Good. All right, what things might you need to do fast in life? Everything. Ooh, what kind of life you live? All right, what we got? You making all that money. Got to go from the bank to the bank to the bank. I like that. All right, so speed. We want to do things quickly, do things efficiently. Power. Power is I have strength, and I'm doing it in motion. Endurance. What is endurance? Keep doing. Good. And then who can count and realize that there are 8 areas of focus up here? Who's already peeped that there are 8 up there? You're like, I thought you was a math teacher. All right. Yeah, I am. All right. So cosmetic. That ain't really what I'm about. However, God wants He wants you to be all you can be, and I know that's important for some of you to be able to present your temple in the best light. So it's reflective of what's inside of you. All right, so if your focus is cosmetic, be proud about it. It's not going to make my list for real. It's going to get an asterisk, but be proud about it. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and move. Who knows what's coming next? Ooh. All right, here we go. So over the next few minutes, we are going to demonstrate. And by we, I mean who? Yeah, y'all smart. All right, so we're going to demonstrate some exercises, and you should have some space on your paper if you have your pencil with your pen to choose 5 of your favorite. 5 of your favorite. All right, and if you also look on there, underneath there, there's a C word on that paper, on that printed paper. Who knows what that C word is? Ooh. All right, so for those of you, some of us in this room, I'm not going to look at you right now, but some of you have mentioned and expressed an interest in improving your fitness, and some of you actually come to me specifically. So I know you are ready to make your commitment already. All right, I can look around. All right, here we go. So at the end, please have a commitment. If there's something, one area that you want to focus on, and say, I want to improve my flexibility. I am dedicated and determined to improve my flexibility. I'm going to get from the top of my kneecap to the middle of my shin by next week, so help me God. All right, whatever your commitment is, stick to it, and we're going to get there. All right, here we go. I told you I had scriptures. All right, here we go. How am I going to do this with the mic? All right, here we go. So first off, if you think that you have some issues standing up, a lot of these exercises can be completed from a seated position. All right. However, those of us who are ready to get better are standing on our feet. Here we go. We're standing on our feet. You guys are great listeners. We are standing on our feet. All right. All right. So the 7 simple steps. Who remembers the 7 simple steps? Eat, sleep, drink. All right, so good. Eat, sleep, drink water. I'm not going to touch that. I think we have already had a great foundation with that. So we're going to go ahead and start with number 4 on the list, which is. All right, very good. All right, here's what we're going to do. So the breathing exercise. Very simple, and I'll give this disclaimer. In the interest of time, most of what we do is going to be truncated. It's going to be a lot shorter than what it would be, just to give you a taste of what it is, so when you make your commitment, you can be able to up the ante when you get back to your private workout facility. All right, here we go. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to breathe. Simply, we're going to breathe in your nose and release it out of your mouth. All right, so whenever we're ready, I'm going to say in, and I'm going to say out. It's going to be nice and easy. Ready? In, out. Good. All right, this time I want you to go ahead and let your arms hang by your side if you can, if that's comfortable for you. Good. Here we go. Go ahead and close your eyes. I'm not going to touch you. Go ahead and close your eyes and breathe in and out. Good. All right, go ahead, if you can, go ahead and slide your arms so they're on your hips. And if you need to open your eyes and see me, you can. Just slide your arms so they're on your hips. Good. I want you to not going to push hard, but make sure you're nice and firm so you're stable. All right. So right now, if you're privy, we're breathing and we're getting into a little flexibility and core at the same time. Here we go. In and out. Who is anticipated? Here we go. Ready? In and out. Good. All right, here we go. Go ahead and let your arms hang gently. That feels good, doesn't it? Yeah. All right, here we go. So right now, we have breathing. All right, breathing, breathing, breathing. All right, so breathing is important. If you don't breathe, you're not going to be here very long. All right. However, most of us don't really think much about our breathing unless we're in a situation like this. All right, so it's important if we can start a day with breath and be intentional to begin our day. We have a good chance of following through the day and really continuing that on. All right, go ahead and open your eyes gently. All right. All right, breathe. What's next? Stretch. All right, here we go. Now, we're going to ease into the stretching. All right, so first, we're going to do another breathing exercise. So I'm going to have my hands on my hips like this, and then I'm going to go to my right side. All right, I'm going to go to my right side. All right, I'm going to go to my right side. And so when I go down, I'm going to inhale, and I will go just enough till it feels a little discomfort. So if for you, if this is all you're doing right now, that's great. All right. By next week you'll be here. We'll go all the way till you feel a little discomfort, just a little pull, and then you're going to exhale and blow yourself back up. All right. Here we go. Good. That was a good, nice practice. Here we go. So hands on our hips, and we're going to your right. Here we go. Ready? Go. Ooh. And exhale. All right, here we go. Keep your eye. We're going to the left, going to the left. Inhale. Exhale up. All right, I didn't show you this one, but y'all real smart. Y'all can do it. All right, this time you're going to lean slightly forward. Do not fall. All right, do not fall, but you're going to lean slightly forward. Ready? Inhale. There you go. Blow yourself back up. All right, watch this. Y'all can see how good y'all are. We're going backwards this time. Here we go. Ready? Inhale. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Come on, Holy Ghost, come on, Holy Ghost, come on, Holy Ghost, come on. Exhale. All right, that felt good. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Now we're gonna see, touch those kneecaps. Who's ready to touch those kneecaps? All right, so I acknowledge if you feel uncomfortable doing this, go ahead and excuse yourself. But if you can, what we're gonna do is we're gonna combine the breathing, and this is a full-on stretch. So I'm going down, and I'm going down, and I'm going down, and I'm going down, and I'm going down. All right, and then when you get as low as you can go, when you've reached the end of your rope, tie a knot. No, when you've reached the end of your rope, just exhale and let yourself up. All right, let's try it one more time. This is going to be real good. And if you can, try to have your arms in front of you and just let it slide down. All right, here we go, slide down. This is your body. Be in control of it.
Who has their hands under their toes? Riley Bell? Well, go ahead then. God bless you. Here we go, release.
All right, good. All right, quickly, some of my favorite arm stretches. All right, I cannot demonstrate these arm stretches to the best of my ability, with the best of my ability right now. I can do it. So you need to listen, all right? Need to listen. All right, so what you're going to do is take your left arm, and you're going to go in a circle, and you're going forward. Good, going forward. Pause, relax. You're going to take your right arm, and you're going to go backwards. Right arm backwards. Good. All right, release. All right. Then you're going to take your left arm, reach it across your body. Like this. And you don't have to make those noises like that, but this feels real good to me. All right, then right arm across. Hey, something powerful happens when you stretch. I'm not talking about this, I'm talking about the slides. Here we go. All right, relax. All right, here we go. So that was the warm up. All right, what you're going to do is left arm's going which way? Forward. Right arm's going which way? Backwards. Good. All right, so keep in mind, I have nerve damage in my left and my right arm, so if I can do it, I know you can do it better. Here we go, so that's our arms. I have plenty more for arms, legs, everything in between, but we're gonna make the best use of our time. All right, so we breathing, flexibility, what's next? Movement. All right, we're gonna go real simple. If you can, go ahead and step into the aisle. All right, offering in your hand. No, not yet. All right, here we go. First exercise, we got high knee. All right, who? What do you think a high knee is? All right, good. All right, so we're gonna start with a walking high knee. Watch this. So there's two things. I want my knee up and my toe up. Knee up, toe up. Knee up, toe up. Now this position is actually called dorsiflexion. However, that's not what we're doing today. We just knee up, toe up. All right, here we go. Ready, go. Up, down, switch, up, down, switch, up, down. Good. Up, down. Relax. All right, watch this. Our arms and our legs should move in what? In sync. Good. All right, that's exactly right. If I was a choir director, I might say move in concert. If I was a mechanic, I might say it should move in tandem. So when my right leg is coming up, my left arm is coming where? Up. Good. All right, watch it. It's funny, like sometimes you can show people, and they still say the wrong thing. Anyway, all right, when my left leg is coming up, which arm is coming up? Right, good. Here we go, ready, high knee march, ready, go. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, good, down, up, better, down, up, great, down, up, relax. All right, that's the high knee. All right, watch this. Ooh, we got time. All right, here we go, 40-yard dash. Here we go. Not today. All right, here we go. So movement. So I talked about movement, and when we get to movement, I really want to give us one agility, one more speed, and then one power. All right, one agility exercise, one speed, and one power. And we run out of time, so it's perfect for the speed. All right, so agility. All right, I want you to look down at your feet. Those are your feet. All right, those are your feet. All right, I want you to imagine that there is a line, that you are standing on a line. All right, you are standing on a line. There is a horizontal line going from left to right in front of your feet. All right, when I say left, you're going to put your left foot over the line. All right, left. Good. When I say right, bring your right foot over the line. Right. Good. All right, when I say go back, you're going to go back with your left and your right, like so. Left, right. Good. Ready? All right, so this, we're going to do it. I'm going to say go. We're going forward. I'm going to say back. We're going back. Ready? Who's ready? Say something. Who's ready? Y'all not ready. Who ready? All right, here we go. Up, back, up, back, up, back. Relax. That's good. Here we go. This time we're leading with our right leg first, right foot first. Ready? Up, back, up, back, up, back. Good. Go ahead and breathe. Take a nice deep breath in your nose. Release it out of your mouth. All right, good. All right, so we've done my favorite speed drill already, which is the high knee. All right, high knee. However, I got a bonus for you. All right, Amias, this is for you. Riley Bell, I know you're going to be all over this one. All right, this is the power skip. All right, this is the power skip. So it's not the full skip. All right, that's nice and cute. All right, the power skip, I'm driving my knee up. All right, here we go. Didn't I tell you? Driving my knee up. Driving my knee up. There we go. Come on. Come on. Where you got him, Ice? Opposite knee. If you think you can't get up that much, do it in place. Watch it. You can do it without leaving the ground. All right. Relax, 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 relax. All right. So I'm going to demonstrate. You can go ahead and return to your seat if you'd like to. All right. So 7 simple steps. This is the start. All right, so go ahead and commit. All right, 7 simple steps. Step number 1, we said was eat, and we're gonna give a little bit more context. Eat how? With control. Guess what? Jesus fasted how long? And so can you. All right, isn't that right, Bishop Moore? All right, here you go. Just because you can don't mean you have to, though. All right, isn't that right, Elder? All right. All right, Matthew 4, if you don't believe us. All right, so make sure we're eating with control. If we put good fuel in, we'll be able to get good performance out. If we was a computer program where we say garbage in, garbage out, your body is like a program, but so much better. All right? 7 simple steps. Sleep. How should you sleep? Peacefully. Unbothered. Awake with purpose. This scripture references what event? The storm. Who was sleeping? How was he sleeping? Yeah. When he woke up, what did he do? He woke up on purpose. He had a job to do, and he did it. Straight to the point. Every day when you wake up, awake on purpose. Awake with purpose. All righty. Oh, I think this is my favorite slide. Oh, no, it's not. All right, drink water as much as you want. All right, John 4:14. We're talking about if you drink from this well, you'll never thirst again. All right. Naturally, if you feel yourself thirsty, and please correct me if I say something wrong, if you feel yourself thirsty, it's really too late. All right, not that it's the end of the game for you. However, like, you're losing at that point. If you're thirsty, you're losing. Remember, you're either winning or losing. All right, breathe life. What happened in Genesis 2 and 7? Hey, keep on living, keep on living, keep on living. All right, here it is. Here's my favorite slide. I said something powerful happens when you do what? When you stretch. All right. So I was looking in the book of Exodus. It was several occurrences of like 2 in chapter 8, a couple in chapter 10, and somebody, directed by God, of course, would stretch. And God moved. Aaron stretched his hand. God moved. Moses stretched his hand. God moved. Something powerful happens when we stretch. I know when you wake up in the morning, you're stretching. That's telling your muscles, hey, wait, thank you. We got a job to do. You ready? You ready? And the more you talk to your muscles, the more they'll be ready to work and to wake up with purpose. Some of your muscles saying, peace, be still, though. Anyway, move, move, move. Move when God moves. Repeat. All right, Hebrews 13:8. Who is that talking about? Who? Hey, I'm going to put on blast. One of my Sunday school students, anytime we ask a question, she's going to say, Jesus. Like, who's the first president of the United States? Jesus. Jesus. So when in doubt, say Jesus. You're not wrong. Like, she's not right, but you're not wrong. Who is on? So Hebrews 13:8 is talking about who's the same yesterday and today and forever. Yeah, Jesus. You're not wrong. All right. So, and we want to be just like Jesus. All right. Breathe. There we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, has anybody completed that feedback survey? Raise your hand if you have. Oh, all right, bet. I saw Sister Baxter's hand first, so God bless you.
It pays to engage. Can we give God can we give a good hand for Coach Norton? Amen. And also for Sister Heather. Have you enjoyed being here tonight so far? We want to allow some space for some questions quickly. Our time is spent, but I need a microphone that Brother Christian will have. If Brother Christian will come to the center, he and Sister Heather can share that microphone, and then Elder Baxter has a mic for questions. So if you have a question, if you would stand, and Elder Baxter will get to you, and then our presenters who are ready will answer your question. Go right ahead.
Going back to my original question, I want to know, is there a difference between extra virgin olive oil or just regular olive oil? Which one is the better one to use?
So extra virgin olive oil is going to be the more potent, if you will. It's more processed, refined, so you got more of that oil, kind of essentially in all those nutrients in there. So olive oil is fine, but extra virgin, you're going to get a little bit. Sometimes I think you get the extra flavor of it too with extra virgin, but they're both fine. They're both healthy to have. It's just probably your preference. I would say extra virgin above the other, but both would be okay too. Yep.
Sister Riley?
What are the best fruits?
Hold the mic.
What are the best fruits that won't give you so much sugar content? What is the best fruit to eat?
So all of your fruits have natural sugars in them. Some have a higher, I would say they're probably less fiber in them than others, but they're all containing sugar. I would say your best fruit that would be the less sugar that's processed is your berries. So strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, because they are so high in fiber, it cancels out some of that sugar that is digested. But all fruit has natural sugars in it. But like your oranges, grapes, watermelon, some of your melons, those are probably going to get processed a little bit more quickly and spike your blood sugar a little bit more. But berries are probably your top one, but all of them have sugars in them.
Christian, can you do an exercise program for us here so we can come in and do some exercise and get some stuff like that going?
I think that's a great idea. I think, are you going to spearhead that, like getting the people who want to be a part of that? Spearhead getting the committee, who's going to get the people for the participants? So you know what? We get 7. 7 is a good
7.
number. Yeah, we get, you get 7 and we'll be all right.
Excellent. Excellent. Any other questions?
I have a question. Brother Christian, when I found out in 2021, when I found out that I was a diabetic, we talked about reading the labels and all those different things. So my question is, how much sugar should a person take in a day, diabetes versus a non-diabetes person?
So honestly, that's individualized in some way because we all have different needs. We all have made up different, we all have different calorie needs, all of that. But I would say the main goal when you're looking at sugar is to reduce the added sugar in your food. So looking at the, whatever it is you're taking in, if there's added sugar in there, try to look for something different. That's going to overall help you reduce your amount of sugar that you're taking in.
I have a question for Sister McCoy while he's going to the next person. I hear people talk a lot about eating clean, and I always feel like I'm in the slow class because I don't fully understand. I don't understand low carbs, and I don't understand eating clean. Can you just explain in real simple terms for me what would it mean to be on a low carb diet, and then what does it mean to eat clean?
So eating clean is one of those fad terms out there, kind of like superfoods. Superfoods is essentially vegetables and fruit, things like I was mentioning, eating the rainbow. But eating clean is basically meaning limiting processed foods. So limiting baked goods, limiting packaged foods, choosing more whole foods that you're cooking in the kitchen, like limiting the snack
So
foods.
like no pasta.
No. So you can have pasta. So limiting, like when I say package, I'm meaning like something like a
Because
hamburger.
pasta's in a package. That's,
It is,
that's,
you're right.
That's where I get confused.
You're
'cause,
right, you're right. So I'm thinking like hamburger helper, already pre-made things that's already, like you're just throwing it into a skillet and cooking it up. Like you're not, but whole ingredients like pasta that you're getting, rice you're getting, meat you're getting, you're putting it all together. That's kind of when people say they're eating clean, meaning they're getting the actual ingredients and making it themselves. They're not buying it already pre-made and processed
So
out.
can I eat canned goods if I'm eating clean?
You can. I would say, because it's fine to do that. I would say my preference is frozen or fresh, because you're getting frozen is probably even trumps fresh, because surprisingly, because they freeze dry it immediately after they pick it. So when something's coming fresh into your store, it's went through all kinds of trucks and everything else. But whenever it's been frozen, as soon as they pick it, they freeze it. So it's actually more fresh than the produce that you can buy fresh. So yes, but canned goods are perfectly fine. Some people, that's all you have access to, that's all you can afford, and it's fine to have that. I say if you're eating canned goods, you want to make sure you're doing something either low sodium or no sodium and adding your own. But you always, if you're doing like a low sodium or sodium, you want to make sure you're draining the water and then you're rinsing it off and cooking it fresh.
In 30 seconds or less, what is low carb diet?
Low carb diet is just meaning they're reducing the amount of carbs they're eating. So they're
Okay, no.
Okay, wait a minute,
Because
listen.
carbs is what trips me out.
Gotcha,
So
okay.
what
So-
do I not eat if I'm eating a low carb diet?
breads, pasta, rice, cereal, crackers, chips, fruit. So all of the things that we love, and that's perfectly fine, but that's what it means. So it doesn't mean that you cut all of those things completely out. It means they're eating less of it.
Got it.
Some people are following like a keto and they're
Got it.
really like cutting it out
Got it.
drastically.
I think we have another question. Elder Stevens,
Yes, praise the Lord, Sister McCoy.
would you stand, sir?
Is the banana the worst fruit when it comes to sugar?
No,
No.
no. It is high in sugar, but it's full of potassium, it's full of fiber. So some people, I would say, if someone has diabetes and you eat something and you see it really spikes up your blood sugar, that's something you want to avoid. But bananas has probably the same amount as an orange does. So I think bananas get a really bad rap, but they're perfectly fine to eat.
Okay.
So it's fine to have them, yep.
Okay, and Brother Chris, exercising daily, how many minutes a day should one exercise, and how many days out of the week you think they will gain benefits from exercising a certain amount of time each day, and how many days a week you think they should do?
So with everybody, a great question. I think with everybody, it depends on what your personal goals are, where you're trying to go. Also importantly, where you're starting at. I would hate to give a blanket answer without having more context. I think 3 to 5 days a week is going to be great for the majority of us. And I think even if you was to get above that, like if I was a performance athlete, the rest is very important too. So just the type of workout would be different. You would vary intensity between the days. I think a general rule of thumb, I wouldn't want to have 2 days back to back that are very identical. Whether if I have intense days, maybe I want to switch up the muscle groups, and that way I can still be intense back to back days and give those muscle groups the time to rest and recover. Ideally, you want to have a high, an intense day, a low intensity day, and kind of fluctuate throughout the week. And not fluctuate where I'm just like willy-nilly, I don't feel like it today, but I'm targeted. I know when I go out, I'm going to give 80% effort. I'm not going to push it too hard. I know when I get to Friday's a hard day. I'm going to go 90%. Only going to go for, cut down the reps a little bit, but I'm going to go give it a real good effort. Give it the old college try, as they say.
Yeah, my question is, I've heard of stories of people that have diabetes, on high blood pressure, and high cholesterol, and they was able to change their diets and got off of the high blood pressure medicine and was able to overcome sugar diabetes. Tell me something about that.
So the plate that I showed you, diabetes, blood pressure, cholesterol can definitely be managed with nutrition and what you eat. You have to be diligent with it. It doesn't mean you have to be perfect all the time, but you have to be consistent with it. I've had people come off of insulin and even off of pills and have managed their diabetes, same with their blood pressure, cholesterol. So it is possible. But I would say the key is, like I showed you on that plate, really focusing on getting those vegetables in. That's going to be the most helpful and kind of helping you feel full, helping your body metabolize like it needs to, and then watching the types of carbohydrates you're eating, choosing more of those fiber-rich carbohydrates, limiting the like refined stuff, so like white breads, white rice, cookies, candy, ice cream, those things, because those above anything is what hurts people the most. Sugary beverages with those things, and then also watching your salt intake, especially for the blood pressure. But eating fiber-rich carbohydrates is going to help manage your blood sugars as well as the cholesterol, and then watching your sodium intake. So all of those things together, if you're following, kind of using that plate as a method, that's going to help you get everything under control.
One more question. This is the final one for tonight. Brother Giles.
First of all, I want to thank you both and for information. My question is, I heard him ask that question about people who are able to use diet to help get off of some of these pills. But I also heard you say that once that happens, they still are managing diabetes. So does it go away totally, or is it just managed?
It's managed, so it doesn't go away totally. So you can't completely eliminate diabetes, it's gone forever, but you can get it managed to where you're not taking medication, your A1C is down where it needs to be, as long as you maintain those lifestyle factors. And exercise is very important too for blood sugar control. That's one of the great ways to keep, because your body's using that sugar for energy. So having all of those tools, your nutrition, your exercise, you can get it down, and as long as you're maintaining those things, you can stay off medications for the rest of your life for the most part. Yeah.
Can we express our appreciation one more time to our wonderful facilitators? Our third one was not able to make it, last minute scheduling conflict, but I think we had plenty of good information with what we had tonight. Amen? I guess my final question to both of our presenters, and they can answer later on, is are you all taking on clients? Some of us need a personal trainer, some of us need a dietitian, and it's good to know that we have them in-house. Can you say amen? We're coming to a close of our program, of our service tonight. I'm excited about Life University because it's a change of pace for us to offer something that's biblically based, but that's also very practical. One of the prayers I've been praying and asking the Lord to give me clarity on is, Lord, show me what it means where you promised us abundant life. Jesus said, I've come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. And everybody has their own definition of what that means, but I think that health has to be a part of that, as well as relationships, as well as our mental state, as well as our financial state. I think in our spiritual state, all those go into abundant life. Family, we thank God for each of you being here. One more request, and we're going to receive our offering. We thank God for those that are on the stream. We're going to release them in a moment, but I do want to make the offering appeal to those that are on the stream. Sow into this. Sow into what's going on at our church. You can do it. I think they may have on the screen the different methods. If not, Cash App, $ IPC Chicago, Beautify are two of our best online methods. Indiana Avenue Pentecostal Church of God. Zelle also now, and that is IPC35th@gmail.com. So I've given you 3 methods for those that are watching on the stream that you can sow. And again, we thank God for all of those that have joined us on the stream. Can we, as we release them, can we make some noise in the house and just let them know we're thankful for them being with us? Amen, amen, amen. We're going to release those on the stream. For those in-house, we're asking you to please take the time to use the QR code and respond to the survey. We want to do better. We want to serve you with excellence so that you'll be excited when we call for Life University. So please, please, please give us your feedback. Again, excellent job by our presenters.